Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's video we are doing the April bullet journal spreads, which as I flip through you may see some umbrellas, some clouds, maybe some rainbows, and that's because the theme this month is like rain, because April showers bring May flowers. I have avoided doing this theme for years now actually at this point, because I always thought it was really cliche, but the creative juices were just like not flowing this month, and I asked my husband what he thought I should do and he said rain. So here we are. I've used a lot of inspiration from Pinterest. I'm going to, of course, leave the links to all of the pins in the description down below, but without further ado, let's get into this month's bullet journal. You can hear my washing machine in the background of this voiceover. I am very sorry. We're going on a trip and there's so much laundry to do, so there's no way around this. But anyways, we're skipping the calendar and title page for now, moving right into the habit and mood tracker. Week 1, there's just a bunch of clouds and a Dutch door. Week 2 is a bunch of umbrellas protecting like where you would write your stuff down from the rain clouds. There's 5 weeks for this month, which is a lot when there's no creative juices flowing, which is why Pinterest was such a huge help this time around. This spread in particular, as well as week 1, were both inspired by pins that I saw, and I guess technically just like direct recreations. Week 3, we will go back to that later. It's a rainy window. Week 4 here is a bunch of umbrellas with like rainy boxes, which again, you'll see once we go do blue line art. And then week 5 was my favorite idea-wise. Execution could have been better, but anyways, it's a rain boot with a bunch of flowers in it. Of course, because, you know, I already said the saying, April showers bring May flowers. I thought it was a nice way to tie in the end of April with the beginning of May, having the flowers in the boot. So I actually didn't use any reference pictures for the flowers, which is why they do look a little wonky. They just came straight out of my brain. We got a daisy, some roses, and lavender with just a bunch of leaves. I did use a reference photo for the rain boot because I wanted to make sure they actually did in fact have handles on the sides and that wasn't just like a figment of my imagination. The very first week of this month has a cool little Dutch door. So it is this rainbow, that's going to be the Dutch door. So I've already gone ahead and kind of cut close to the edge here, and then we're just going to cut around the edge of the rainbow. And it doesn't matter that I haven't drawn on the other side. I was waiting to do so until I had cut it out. That way I can make sure that they're even on the two sides. So now our Dutch door is there, and I'm just going to copy what's on this side onto the other side of the page. Okay, so remember how we skipped the first couple pages? Well, that's because I want to do like a rainy window, and I found this really good, I think it's a piece of like a painting or something on Pinterest, and I'm gonna pretty much just do that, but in my journal. Now, this maybe would be easier using pastels or paints or something, but I've picked out a bunch of different markers that I'm going to attempt to use, and we'll see what happens. I'm not super confident that this is going to work the way that I want it to, but I'm gonna do this as a tutorial as if I know exactly what I'm doing. So I did my little tester. Does it look like a rainy window? No. So we'll see how this goes. Anyways, I'm gonna start with my darkest color, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go like this. We're just gonna make streaks, and then we'll add the window details in later, and then I've left out all of my little raindrops. So we're making streaks, but we're also trying to be conscious of where I've circled out the raindrops. So I'm gonna start with the darkest in the center based on the reference picture that I'm looking at. So here we go. It's probably supposed to be like somebody's view out their window of like trees or something. Okay, on to the next darkest color. We're just going to add on to this. These markers don't blend, so there's that, but just gonna do what we can. guess I was just in the zone here because I didn't stop and say that we were moving to the lightest color, but we are in fact doing the lightest color now, just finishing up all of the blank spaces that we have here before we go in and do the rest of the details on the rain droplets. And I do kind of go back and forth between the markers a little bit, but this is mostly just the lightest color. Okay, now that the background is done-ish, I'm just gonna go ahead now and erase the pencil marks from inside our water droplets. Now what usually makes water droplets look 3D on things is they're like very bright white and then they have like a dark base to them. So I'm gonna go with the gray acrylic marker that I have to just kind of give it like maybe a little bit of transition between the really bright white and then where I'm gonna put some black. So we'll just make sure that we're leaving enough white for it to make sense. Kind of just going on like the right bottom corner of things. Okay, we'll come back to that. And then I'm gonna go with this number 3 micron and just do like a thin black line around these water droplets. Maybe if you squint, it sort of looks like it. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and just do the outline of the window now and see if that helps, if it makes a difference at all. I don't know. I think it's just too dark and that's part of the problem. While waiting for the acrylic marker and gel pen and whatnot to dry on the title page, I decided to go ahead and do the line art for the calendar. So it's just a standard calendar box, and then I guess I didn't actually film me drawing the clouds above, but I did add some clouds. Now we're doing a rainy window for week 3. I just used the light gray marker this time because it's such a small space, and then it's splotchy enough because it was kind of running out. And I don't know if this made it better or worse just having like the one color, so you'll have to let me know in the comments down below which one is better and if they actually do look like rainy windows at all. And then we're moving into the blue gel pen for some line art. The one I'm using right now is my Jelly Roll, and then I did pick out a different gel pen that's blue. It's slightly lighter, and that's just to add a little bit of dimension because we're drawing rain now. So to draw this rain, you just do a bunch of little tick marks, kind of willy-nilly, wherever you want the rain to be. It doesn't have to be symmetrical, the lines don't have to be the same length or size. As long as the direction is mostly similar, then you've got it. So I add that rain into the mood tracker as well as week 2 here, and then it is there again in week 4, but I guess I forgot to film that. There's a couple things that I thought I filmed, but I guess not. We'll see that when we get to the Dutch door, but I'm getting ahead of myself now. So I added these clouds to the top of the calendar, and then there's going to be a rainbow on the title page, and then that will make sense with the rest of the rainbows throughout the rest of the pages. I wanted to have all the clouds be kind of consistent. Originally, I was thinking this would just be like a black and white spread with the occasional pop of color, but I scrapped that idea. So I also originally was just going to use the 3 gray markers that I used for the rainy window, but because I added in that acrylic marker, I decided to use it as one of the clouds, and I liked that idea because it's translucent enough that you can still see the dots of the page through it and the line art if I accidentally went over the line work. So it ended up working out for that. So here I go with the rainbow for the title page. Like I said, this is kind of like a last minute decision because plans had to change based on skill set, but I like the way it turned out. Does it make sense? No, but it's kind of cute. And then we're coloring in the umbrella. I didn't want the top of the umbrella to match the under, so that's why I chose cool colors for that, and then warm for the mood tracker. And unfortunately, this is all I have of the coloring of the Dutch door because I pressed record when I thought I was ending the recording. So that's like the in-between. Anyways, we're adding those rainbow colors to all of the umbrellas throughout the rest of the pages, just following the rainbow order because why not? And then when we finally get to the last spread here, week 5, I'm using the same colors except for blue and orange and coloring in the flowers. So the daisy is staying white, and then the rubber boot is yellow like I said it was going to be. And with that, the April bullet journal spreads are finished. So, oh, there's cat hair all over my journal. So here is the final flip through. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos on Mondays or Wednesdays or really kind of whenever I have time to, usually about twice a month. I think this was an interesting idea. Execution probably could have been better, but either way, maybe we'll revamp it later. So I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you all in the next video.